Mason for the point.
Back to Bennett through the block and down.
Kickoff! Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
A sight for sore eyes. September football in Minnesota in the 2021 season kickoff between the Red Lake County Rebels and the Polk County West Thunder. Good evening and welcome everyone to Climax, where a game on this very gridiron will take place for the first time in nearly 2 years. Hello again, I'm Derek Zimmerman Geyer along with Jerry Peralta, and we thank you for tuning in tonight's YourLiveEvent.com coverage of this Northwest Conference in Section 8A Square Down. In 2020, between these two teams, it was a defensive drag-out brawl that resulted in a 12-8 decision in favor of the Thunder. There's no thunder in the forecast tonight, just rain, but with how closely these programs have contested and played each other in the past, get set for the sparks to fly. Red Lake County, Polk County West. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up on our coaches segment comments and our pregame show. Powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, this is a Minnesota high school football coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they are preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. We're in Climax, Minnesota for the 2021 campaign set to kick off between the Red Lake County Rebels and their Section 8A rival, the Polk County West Thunder. Derek Zimmerman Geyer, Jerry Peralta, our first time in the broadcast booth. Up top, Jerry, we are here and we are ready to go, raring to go. Just moments ago, Jerry got to talk to the Rebels head honcho, Brian Remick, in his 22nd year as said head honcho in the game of football. Let's preview this Rebels team before we get to that conversation. Last season, a shortened season, 2-1 for the Rebels. That one loss to Polk County West in week number 2, a 12-8 victory for the Thunder in a game that was settled in the final quarter. A touchdown scored by the Thunder to take the game. That one was on the home turf of Red Lake County. After that, they won 2 in a row, 60-20 versus Red Lake at Oakley. And then on November 6, 2020, 48-0 versus Lake Park Audubon, taking care of the Raiders at Red Lake Falls. The Rebels finished 2-1 And despite only scoring 8 points in their first game of 2020, they averaged 39 points and only gave up 11. That's a short sample size with a 2-1 record, but Jerry, this team has the offensive firepower, but they have lost some key players. I believe we heard 14 lost players last season and 4 starting freshmen on the varsity lineup.
Actually, that's 5 starting freshmen on the varsity lineup, 4 on offense, and one extra making his starting debut on defense. So, yeah, I had a chance to interview head coach Brian Remick before, for a pregame, and I mean, he just told me for these young guys, the message was just if you're going to make mistakes, do it at 100% and make sure you leave it all out onto the field.
You heard it there from Jerry, and let's get to the head honcho, Brian Remick, and see what this new batch of Rebels has in store for us in 2021.
This is your live event, pregame coach's comments. So, Coach, I mean, kind of a rainy day, but how's it feel to get back out onto the field?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It hasn't rained all summer, and now it's going to rain all day. But, obviously we're excited to come out and play and finally get back to playing some football. So, we'll line it up and go and see what happens.
I mean, what was this week like leading up to tonight?
It's kind of busy. We switched up our practice to the evenings due to some teacher workshops. I got a JV game on Monday, so it's a little bit different. Kind of goes fast, and here we are Thursday now, ready to play.
Yeah. You have 5 different freshmen making their first official starts here tonight. I mean, what has been the message to them to, leading up to today?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We got some young kids out there, but just pretty much said, hey, if you're going to screw up, you might as well screw up going 100%. So, it'd be nice if we were in a situation maybe where we had a little bit better weather for them, but they've been going at it here for 2.5 weeks, and we've done our scrimmage and that kind of thing. So, it's time for them to get out there and play.
Yeah, speaking of the weather, I mean, does this weather affect or change your game plan in any way?
It's just hard to say. Both teams got to play in it. You'll try to do what you can do, but you can't control it. So you just kind of have to see how it goes, I guess.
And I mean, both programs here, a lot of very close games, and you guys lost a close one last year. I mean, what has been the mentality getting ready for today, for the opener?
Yeah, it's a little bit different for us, I guess. We graduated 13 from last year's team, and we got a lot of new kids and new faces here. So we've been a lot more maybe worrying about ourselves than worrying about our opponents right now. So, message is we got hopefully 8 games on our schedule that we're going to play, and this is one of 8. And let's come out and play hard and do the things that we need to do and kind of see where we end up.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Brian Remick. For Red Lake County, the Rebels come into this season looking for vengeance against their Section 8A rivals, Polk County West. The Thunder got one up on the Rebels last season at 12-8. It's been a bunch of classic contests, Jerry, in the last couple of times, last 5 years these two teams have played. There's been some blowouts in between, but 3 games have really stood out between the Thunder and the Rebels. Like I said, back in 2020, 12-8 Thunder, and 2018, 14-13 dub for the Rebels, and in 2015, 40-36, the Rebels fall to the Thunder. That was also the first season that the Thunder became a 11-man football team. Lots to build on, and 2 teams ready to build even more on this foundation with last year's COVID season cut short.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at both these teams, and they're just, you would think they have to be hungry, both of them. They get some sense of normalcy coming into this season. They're able to play 8 full games, hopefully. They want to be able to play these games, get the experience, and you mentioned it, just classic matchups between these 2 teams where the game has ended within 1 point or 1 score of each other. I mean, both teams just really top-tier programs.
Top-tier teams. I like that, Jerry. And something that some fans might not like, but depending on what type of player you are, the rain, the weather we're dealing with here this evening. It's been raining hard around the northwest Minnesota area all day long. Got some wind as well, about 13 to 50 miles per hour earlier today in Climax. We'll see what that is later on after this break. It might slow down just a tad.
13 to 15, you mean? I think I heard 50 come from
Oh,
you.
no.
I was like, I don't think it's that bad, Derek.
I might be speaking fast, but the wind is not blowing that fast. 13-15 here in Climax. That might have settled down just a bit. The rain has lit up a bit sooner than expected, but it is a swamp here at Climax Shelley School. You can see it here as we pan to the far sideline. On the far side of the pylon, it will be rainy, it'll be muddy, but this is classic football, classic scenario football for two teams who really bring out the best in each other.
Yeah, and you mentioned the field, how, the puddles and everything. Even here on the near side, right about the 35, you could see just the puddles formed, and it's going to be an interesting matchup because, obviously strategies are going to change. Teams might not be throwing the ball as much, and they're going to really have to pound the ground game, and turnovers are going to be one to watch.
Talk about pound the ground game. Red Lake County in just 3 games last season. Jerry, I asked you when I walked into your office this morning, how many rushing touchdowns do you think the Rebels ran for in just 3 games last season? What did you say?
About 15.
And what is the correct answer?
15.
Right on the dot, Jerry. 15 rushing touchdowns. That running game probably going to need it tonight in these swampy, muddy conditions. We'll talk more about last year's stats between Polk County West and Red Lake County, especially the large margin of scoring between both teams in the first quarter and how much it contrasts. When we come back, however, before that, we will talk to the head coach of Polk County West, Darren Bilcom, after this when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Christian Motors. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. They're located on Highway 32 North in Fertile. Christian Motors features a quality line of cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and they've got the best prices around. You can stop by the lot or you can check out the selection online at christianmotors.com. And don't forget about Christian Motors Service Department. Christian Motors, proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer on Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. We're in Climax, Minnesota, Climax Shelley School. Polk County West versus Red Lake County, the hometown team, the Thunder, meeting with the other captains of Red Lake County, the Rebels, here at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. Let's recap last season for said Polk County West, a record of 3-1, 2-0 in the conference of Northwest West Conference. In Section AA, 2-0 as well, 2-0 on the road, and 1-1 at home. Points per game, 14 to 17 given up. And their head coach, 25-year veteran at the HC spot and 31 years coaching overall. We're going to talk to the head honcho, Darren Bicklum. Welcome to our pregame show. Derek Zimmerman-Gower joined by Darren Pilgrim, head coach at Polk County West, 25 overall years as the head coach. Coach, it's a rainy start to the 2021 campaign. Your initial thoughts?
Well, we would obviously like to have a little drier than it is today, but it is football and it's played outside, so you got to deal with the elements.
You knew this rain was coming. How did you game plan it coming into tonight?
I don't know. Bring more towels. Bring more footballs. I guess that's about it. It is what it is, and it's going to be the same for both teams. And it's obviously the turnover thing on days like today.
I want to talk about the backfield. It's kind of a brotherly backfield. You got the Gaps in there and the Roriks. What type of effectiveness do they bring, having that kind of chemistry between all these brothers, especially a pair of twins?
Well, they obviously have a lot to say to each other sometimes, which is good camaraderie and stuff. But yeah, it's it's good sometimes to have them in the same house so they can talk about things too and things like that. So, but whatever, if they're brothers or if they're cousins or if they're not, if they can run the ball, that's all we care about.
Of course, last season shortened. You had a few games canceled there. Ended up finishing 3-1 in a win against this Red Lake County team. How do you bring momentum after last year's win into this one after a shortened season?
Well, I think they're all hungry to play. It was a mess last year, putting it mildly, to do with all the things and the cancellations and not knowing, and that might end up like this year too, who knows, but knock on wood, I don't. But they're just hungry to play and get some normalcy, which is probably a big thing for all of us.
Your team and the Rebels in the last couple of years have played some pretty competitive contests. What brings out with the Rebels that brings out the best in your team and also their team?
Well, they've always had Remick does a great job over there and stuff, and they've had some outstanding lines, and they like to just pound the ball at you. So big thing is, they defend it as well. We defend them well. It's just always a close game, no matter what the squads are. So just a little rivalry, friendly rivalry, and it's just fun to play, and we're always up for the challenge. Both teams are.
What are some key players that some fans might not know about yet that you're looking forward to showcasing tonight?
I don't know. All of them played last year, so maybe we got a couple of freshmen that we're going to probably throw in there tonight a little bit. A little Larson kid and Sutherland, and some first-timers and stuff, so sophomores, maybe Dylan Carinta, but as far as the rest of them, they've played some down, so there's no excuses. They just need their seasoned vets now.
Coach, got any final thoughts and keys to the ball game?
Turnovers, so that's the big thing. Stop them on 3 and out, and got to have the ball and take care of the ball. That's going to be tough tonight, but it's going to be turnovers each direction, and you just got to keep your head up and battle for the next play.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you once again to Coach Darren Bicklum in his 25th year as the head coach in his career, 31 years coaching overall. Let's look at some contrasting stats between these two teams. In a shortened season last year, not a lot to go off of, Jerry, as we welcome Mr. Peralta back to the broadcast booth. Last year, Polk County West, something that really struck our eye. Polk County West outscored in the first quarter 22-7. And you look over at the first quarter for rival Red Lake County, 54-0 in favor of those Roaring Rebels. How does that make a difference here tonight in the first game of the year when you have a young freshman starting for the Rebels, but we got a slippery slope out on the field?
Well, and you mentioned that the Rebels outscored opponents 54-0 in the very first quarter, and that really last season came down to their ground attack, rushing for almost 800 yards, 15 touchdowns. Being able to move the ball and keep your offense out there and score when necessary, on these first couple drives, really helps a team go a long way, especially considering how much they were outscoring opponents, keeping their defense off, more refreshed. And you look at them coming into today. They have a couple freshmen, and head coach Remick said, the mistakes are going to be made, but you need to these freshmen are just going to have to play at 100%. If a mistake happens, they need to not let it affect them, move on, and then go focus on the next drive.
3 games, 99 attempts on the ground, 795 yards rushing for the Rebels. That's 8 per pop, 15 touchdowns, and 265 per game. And when this game resumes, it will be time for kickoff. We'll come back with our starting lineups in the kickoff of the Minnesota 2021 campaign after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back to Climax, Minnesota. We're moments away from the starting lineups, but we're also just a few ticks away from the national anthem. Let the national anthem play, and after that break, we will have your starting lineups for both Polk County West and Red Lake County. 2021 high school football in Minnesota kickoff is just moments away on YourLiveEvent.com.
Face our flag at the west end of the football.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. Norman County Implement Harvest Season Specials 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front end scalpers priced at $20,000. 2013 Alloway folding topper 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Moments away from kickoff, it's now time for our starting lineups. Let's start off with Polk County West defense, so they'll be out in the field first. Defensive end is Alex Hart, a junior at 6'2", 200 pounds, number 52. Defensive lineman Ryan Sullivan, 5'10", a sophomore, 195. He wears number 62. Right next to him is Daniel Suda at 6 foot on the dot, 240, a junior, wears number 54. Defensive end Nick Brunden, 5'10", 190, a senior, number 53. Linebacker Mantana Jorgensen joins the linebacking corps with 5'9", 200, a junior, number 51. Middle linebacker Dawson Willits, 5'9", 160, a senior, number 55. Sam Gapp, 6 foot, 185, a senior, right next to his fellow senior at number 15. Outside linebacker Mike Gapp, 5'11", 160, sophomore, number 26. Cornerback Colin Rorick, one of the mini Rorick brothers, 5'10", 140, a senior, number 1. Isaac Zavarall, senior, at safety, 5'11", 150, joined by cornerback Landon Denny, 6'3", 180, a sophomore, number 10. As we said, Red Lake County will receive the ball, and on offense for Red Lake County, freshman Owen Turvestead will be at under center at 5'10", 150, number 14. We'll get to their offense as they scurry out into the field after this kickoff. And kicking off for Polk County West looks to be, I believe, number 1. If I have a correct assumption there, and it is number 1. That is Colin Rorick, 5'10", 140 senior receiver and a defensive back as well. One of the receivers starting for the Thunder. Jerry, your initial thoughts as the 2021 Minnesota high school football season is just moments underway. Rorick ready with the Thunder and swings his right leg through. Being taken right at the 20, bobbled, and now a nice block given up to number 11, who might break free, and he will. Now the far sideline, and finally roped down into Thunder territory. On that return is Blaine Schmitz, the senior, and he has the Rebels popped up in good territory.
Yeah, and you were asking me what my early thoughts were before kickoff, and I'm going back to that. I mean, the way field conditions are going to play a factor here. The weather has made the field filled it with lots of puddles here. Ground game is going to be a key factor. Can't really go through the air too much.
Under center, 3 running backs, and give up the middle after the fake. Now bounce off to the right. This is Schmitz, and he's tackled for a 2-yard loss. Right around past the 46-yard line for second down and long. Loss of 2, it's second down. And I believe 11 now, only 1 yard loss on that one. Schmitz, the first carry of the season. Number 11, he is a senior. Under center, freshman. Getting the call, getting the nod, Owen Turvestead, 5'10". 3 running backs in the backfield, all in to each other. Here's a stretch play, no, play action fake. Now going to go deep down the field, medium, and all the way to the 30-yard line on a pop pass to number 33 for RLC. That is, looking for the official number here, Tyler Escaleve, a senior, the tight end, and getting the grab.
Tyler Escaleve giving the Red Lake County Rebels a first down.
Didn't think we were going to see a pass play this early on in the game, but I guess get that freshman kind of in a groove and give him a little bit of confidence moving forward.
First down, Red Lake County, same formation. Turvestead under center, it gives it off. Number 44 on the stretch play to the left, and being carried down for about a medium gain of 5. On that play is Paul DeHate, the fullback, 5'6" senior at 200 pounds, and a 5-yard gain. DeHate for 5 yards. Looks like the Rebels come out in a different formation this time. A wing to the right, split backfield. Turvestead under center. Second down and 5 at the 25. Gives it up to DeHate. Bounces off one man and bullies his way close to a first down. He's right at the sticks near the 20.
He is going to get the first down. They are going to give him the first down. He got the yardage. About a 6-yard run there.
Ball is at the 25, and they mark it just inside. Now at the 18, official gain of 7. DeHate with 12 yards rushing. Now back to the 3 backs in the backfield. That is Mike Gap, DeHate, as the handoff is to Mike Gap, the freshman, who goes left side in a minimal gain of about 4.
That was actually Brock Seeger, the freshman.
Number 25?
Yeah.
Gonna bring up second and long.
Well, excuse me, everybody. Mike Seeger picks up 3 yards. Second down and 7 at the 15. A good return from Blaine Schmitz. Put the Rebels in nice territory. Same formation. Turvestead under center. And a handoff to Schmitz, carrying a few men, and is down near the 10 for third down and short. Third down and 1 coming up.
PCW in on the tackle.
Red Lake County just really pounding pounding the ground game early on this first drive. They did have that one pass earlier, but I mean, they've really let the size of these backs just kind of bully their way through this defensive line.
Now 3rd down and 2, short to go at the 10. Same formation. Trevistad hands it off, up the middle, and going absolutely nowhere. Might have carried a few tacklers along with him. Looks like he's short of the first down.
PCW Thunder, defensive line.
So 4th and 2 left, about a gain of a yard there.
Actually, no gain on the play.
Oh.
And the official, I didn't see the official runner on that play.
So 4th down, and obviously Red Lake going for it.
Of course, at the 10 to Haight, Seeger and Schmitz, the 3 running backs. The freshman under center once again, same formation all night long, and Schmitz takes it, and he might have the first down. Initially hit near the line to gain. Looks like we'll have a measurement. Schmitz gets his number called for the 3rd time, and they give him the first down, a gain of 2.
Yeah, good choice there by the coaching staff to just go for it on 4th down, pound it again with Schmidt, and just let him bully his way for the first down. Only needed to get a couple of yards there.
3 running back formation once again, now at the 8. First down and goal. The freshman running an efficient drive to the end zone so far. Now gets a Seeger on a right side toss. Almost got away from him. And he's going to be tackled for maybe a few yards on the play.
Yeah, Seeger had to, reach a little bit for that one. Ball might be slick right now, so the Red Lake County is really going to have to keep an eye on that.
They give Seeger 3. He has 6 yards on the ground so far through 2 rushes. Ball at the 5. 7-10 here in the first quarter. Initial drive. Split backfield, wing to the left. Hand off to DeHaight. Bullies down. The fullback puts his shoulder down, and he is shy of the end zone. Should be down near the 4-yard line for 3rd down and goal.
Thunder defensive line is up for the challenge. Going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Looks like DeHaight didn't gain any on the play, and he'll be marked with no gain.
Oh, they just updated, so he gained about a yard there. DeHaight did.
Quarterback under center, out, split wide to the right. It looks like we have a jump off sides by Polk County West, and that will move it up closer to the end zone. First penalty of the evening goes against Polk County West for 5 yards.
Just a little bit of excitement there by Polk County West, trying to get a quick, trying to get the jump off.
Just zoomed in here in a better view here in the end zone. 3rd down and 2 at the 2. Split out wide to the right for Red Lake County. Number 28, Gerald Mullen. Split backfield. Trevor said under center and a false start on the play. That one courtesy of tight end Tyler Escalay, the senior. And both teams go tit for tat with penalties back to back.
Yeah, again, early excitement. Got to shake off those first game nerves. Make the little mistakes here and there.
Now back it up to the 7-yard line. Still 3rd down and goal. 3rd and 7 here in the first quarter. Now tight ends, tight on the line. Escalay and Mullen. Split backfield. Trevistad. Fake. Now play action. Pop pass into the end zone. No. And through the midst. Out on the right side.
It was through Brock Seeger.
He was looking for Seeger, the freshman.
And, it was a good read. It hit Seeger in the chest, but, as mentioned, the weather is going to play a factor on the ball. It might be a little too slick. Just slipped right through his hands.
We might have a timeout by Coach Remick. And we do. We'll take a timeout with him. No score. 5:47 in the first quarter. Polk County West, Red Lake County Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. 4th down and goal coming back after this.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car. Because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Coming back from the timeout by Red Lake County, they have 4th down and goal at the 7-yard line. An efficient drive started with an efficient return by Blaine Schmitz for the Rebels. Schmitz also has 3 carries for 13 yards. He's in the backfield. 3 running backs. The freshman quarterback, Trevestead, under center. The hard count, looking to get the Thunder to go off sides. Now a attempt in the right side pylon. He was looking for number 28, Gerald Mullen, on the play, but tied in at 6'5", had the advantage, but the throw from the freshman, not in time. A turnover on downs, a bit too high from Owen Trevestead.
Yep, and you know, good drive by Lake County. Just came up a bit short there. Tried to go for the pass, but you know, Owen Trevestead trying to shake off those first game nerves.
For Polk County West on offense, it's Isaac Zavarov, a senior quarterback, 5'11", 150, under center. He's actually in the shotgun with a spread offense, number 2, with 4 receivers to work with. He takes the snap, hands it off to the back in the backfield, and spinning off a tackle and gaining a minimal gain, making a medium gain, is number 15, Sam Gapp, the senior running back, brother to Mike Gapp.
Well, he got about 6 yards on the carry there.
Officially call Sam for 5 yards on the first attempt for Polk County. Polk County West.
And that's the kind of first play you want on a drive. You know, you don't need to get the first down right off the bat, but you know, it does make this second and third down a lot more manageable.
Same position once again, same formation. 4 receivers now, man in motion. As Gapp knows he's going to hand off up the middle, and they end around play, hand it off to the man in motion, and he carries himself all the way to the 30-yard line. Looking for the official ball carrier in the play, faked out everybody.
First down run by the Thunder by Mike Gapp.
And it's Mike Gapp with his own first down run. 16 yards for Mike Gapp, and that is an Agramax first down. Brought to you by Agramax, 218-891-2211. Ball near the 30-yard line for Polk County West. Sam Gapp to the left, man in motion. That is Mike, and looks like we have an false start.
Thunder's a little antsy. It's going to be false start on the Thunder, back them up 5 yards.
Officially a false start against Polk County West, their second penalty. And offsides on defense, and now jumping on offense. It backs them up from their own 28 to their own 23, first down and 15. On offense for Polk County West, Zavarov, the quarterback, Mike Gapp, running back, Kevin Rourke and Dawson Rourke splitting, number 7, number 21, Cohen Rourke, wide receiver, Sam Gapp, the third running back, and Landon Denny, number 10, split out wide as well, Cohen Rourke, number 1. And Rourke closest to your screen, split out wide to the left. And we have a timeout. Refs blow the whistle. And we have a timeout indeed by Coach Derek Bilcom. Darren Bilcom will take the timeout. We'll take it with him with a first down and 15 coming up from Polk County West on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's scoreless here in Climax.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Well, we're back with scoreless play. Second drive overall, first for Polk County West, and 3 penalties combined by both teams coming out of the timeout by Coach Darren Bilcom and the Thunder at their own 23, a first down and 15. Spread offense. Zavarol in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Play action. He's going deep for Colin Rorick. Has a play in the ball, and it's in his hands. Breaks a tackle, and he is loose.
And he's going to break free there. And I mean, what a play there. But who'd you say caught that? You said
Colin Rorick, 77 yards to the crib, courtesy of a jump ball. Not even a jump ball, just a prayer by Isaac Zavarol.
Yeah, and I mean, Rorick just got, like you said, it was just a prayer ball, and he makes the beautiful catch, shakes free of his defender, and I mean, it was a foot race, and nobody was going to be able to catch him.
First attempt of the evening for Zavarol. He goes 77 yards from the 23-yard line. Now the PAT is up and good, courtesy of the kicker, the man who just scored the first touchdown of the 2021 season, Colin Rorick. It's 7-0, Polk County West on top of Red Lake County after their first drive of the season. Take a break and come back on our Energy Solutions scoreboard at Polk County West 7, Red Lake County 0.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
It did not take long for Isaac Zavarol, the senior quarterback in company, to strike first blood against Red Lake County. A 77-yard touchdown pass from Zavarol to Colin Rorick, to make the score senior to senior.
Yeah, Rorick with just not only a beautiful catch, but just able to break free from his defender and just take it to the house.
3:48 mark in the first quarter, first half. Polk County West back to kick. Kicking for Polk County West is Isaac Zavarol. Back deep for Red Lake County looks to be number 33, Escalay, and number 28, Mullen. And it's going to be taken by Escalay on the near sideline, and he slips and falls just past the 30 at the 31. And that's where the Rebels will set up shop.
And this is where the field's going to take its toll, with all the rain that's been going on today. The field's slick. People are going to have to be mindful of where they're stepping, we can see what happens when the field has some hazards attached to it.
Need some watch out, slippery floor signs out here. The ball is officially at the 32. Same formation, 3 backs in the backfield for Red Lake County. Under center once again is Trivestead. Owen takes the snap, hands up off the middle, and it'll be taken for a minimal gain of about 1. This will be Brock Seeger, the freshman, for 1 yard.
Yeah, Brock Seeger seeing the ball quite a bit on these first two. On the first drive, got a couple of runs there, attempts rushing the ball. And the Red Lake County just came up short in the red zone.
Officially gives Seeger 2. He's got 8 yards on 3 carries. I formation. Wing to the right. Trevor State under center, and he fumbles the ball, gets back on it just in time. He's going to lose a few on that, and it's 3rd and long for the Rebels after giving up the long touchdown score. Not the place you want to be in early on in the season, and you see some of the early season effects and mistakes a freshman quarterback may make in his first start.
Yeah, I mean the hazards, with the rain, ball being slick, it's almost not really fair for a freshman to make his start in this kind of condition. But it's something that they have to get acclimated to and, adjust.
3rd down and 10 at the 32. 2 running backs in the backfield. Trevestead toss. This is over to the right side. And a bully play. And shoulder lowered down. Helmet flies off of Blaine Schmitz at the 40-yard line. The toss sweep to the right side to Tyler Escalay, and he takes it. Looks to be about 8 yards, and 4th down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, this is a very manageable 4th down here coming up for the Rebels, and we've seen them already once earlier in this game pound the ball with Paul DeHate. Get those couple extra yards. I expect them to probably just pound the ball once more.
A 4th down and 1 at their own 40, down 7-0. Why not? Why not make a statement? Triple backfield. Turvestead up the middle. DeHate lowers down, and he has the 1st down. Gang tackled by the Thunder. He's got about, make it 4 yards on the play. And it's 1st down and 10.
Yeah, once again, going to DeHate on that 4th and manageable. And, I mean, with his size, you can just bully through this defensive line from Polk County West.
Officially gained 2 yards. Make it 4 after the ball is placed at the 44. DeHate with 18 yards on 4 carries. Triple backfield once again. Freshman under center. Wings tight on both ends. And a fake up the middle. Handoff, counter left side. And that is Seeger once again. And he's brought down short of the sticks.
Gets about a 4-yard gain there on the carry.
Seeger now with 12 yards.
Seeger getting a little bit more comfortable in the backfield, finding the holes that he needs to hit.
Officially give him 3 in the play. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Brock Seeger into Haight in the backfield. Turvestead under center. Schmitz on the far wing. Blitz may be coming. It is. Handoff up the middle. Ball is loose. Who's got that football? It's Polk County West football inside Rebel territory.
And that freshman mistake is gonna cost this drive. Give the ball right back to Polk County West, and the Thunder didn't need a lot on their last drive to put up some points on the board, but this is not the start you want if you're a freshman Owen Turvestead. But you got to shake that off and not let it affect your game moving forward.
Seen 2 fumbles out there on that drive, and that one nips that drive in the bud. Thunder got the ball inside enemy territory at the 46. Spread offense in motion. That's gap. Hand off the middle. That's also gap. He breaks one tackle, breaks off to the right side, putting on a stiff arm. Far sideline, cuts back inside, pulls over his own man, spins around off another, and inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Sam Gap with the gallop for the 1st down, brought to you by Agramax.
What a carry there by Gap. I mean, finding his lane and just powering through a couple Red Lake County defenders.
And play for a 1st down from the 46 to the 15. A gain of 31 yards on the play. And under 15 seconds and ticking in the 1st quarter. Red Lake County on defense on their heels. Polk County West spread offense once again. Zabral takes himself. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Bounces off his offensive line. And he's near the 10 for near a 5-yard gain at the end of quarter number 1, however. Thanks to a Zabral 77-yard bomb. Catch and run to the crib to Colin Rorick. 7-0 Polk County West over Red Lake County after 1 quarter on your Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Be right back after this with more Minnesota 11-man football on yourliveevent.com.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
In Climax, Minnesota, 11-man high school football between Polk County West and Red Lake County. Red Lake County up 7-0 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, and now threatening the score once again. Spread offense at the Rebel 10-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Here is quarterback taking himself and off one taller and takes it in himself. The horse collar is called, but the touchdown called as well from 10 yards out. Zavarol takes it himself, and it is 13-0 Polk County West, pending the penalty.
Yeah, I believe that is going to be a horse collar penalty on Red Lake County, and they're going to add 5 on the kickoff there, as after head coach Bicklem going to decline it, decline the penalty, take the touchdown. And I mean, just a good run there by Isaac Zavarol. I mean, just powering through, getting away from that defender despite the face mask, as the penalty has been officially called, and just breaking free on that open lane.
Colin Rorick, the extra point. Number 15 holding for Polk County West. That is Sam Gap holding. Rorick, snap down, kick, and pure. 14-0. Polk County West on top of Red Lake County. 2 touchdowns early on, both courtesy of Zavarol through the air and on the ground on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Right back after this. 11:53 left in the second quarter on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Kickoff coming from Polk County West for the 3rd time this evening, up 14-0 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. They're going to put 5 yards after that horse collar penalty called against Red Lake County after the 10-yard scramble touchdown run by Isaac Zavarol. Quarterback took it himself, 14-0, and Colin Rorick will do the honors, kicking it from the 45 after the penalty is enforced. And that turnover with freshman quarterback Owen Turvestead paying off to fruition for the Thunder, and 2 fumbles, 1 given up by RLC early on in this ball game. Rorick has it set. Back deep is Schmitz. And Escali. And it goes towards Schmitz. He'll take it himself. And it goes between his legs near the 15. Corrals it and finds himself, but is hit down hard with a possible helmet-to-helmet tackle by number 5. Looks to be Will Zavarol, the freshman, and relative to Isaac Zavarol. And he might have what could be the 5th penalty of this ball game.
Yeah, big hit there at the end of that play. I'm going to see what the call is.
I believe it was helmet-to-helmet on Will Zavarol.
No, it's actually going to be an illegal block on the back on the return team.
Oh, wow.
Calls a block in the back on the Rebels. Going to back them up a little bit more.
So the Rebels.
4 penalties against the Rebels.
Rebels just having a little bit of, or struggling a little bit here in this first half. 4 penalties.
Or excuse me, 3 penalties, that is.
3 penalties, the horse call or face mask, offsides, and then now you add blocking the back to it. Just a lot of little mistakes being made today.
Ball's at their own 7-yard line. Looks like Trevor Anderson of a young quarterback down in a hole early. 14-0. Seeger takes it near the near sideline and wrapped down for a minimal gain. Looks to be Alex Hart on the tackle for a loss, and it's 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, I mean, good job there by Alex Hart to get back through the line of scrimmage and just make a great play behind the line.
2nd down 11. Rebels at their own 6, 11-18, second quarter. Same formation. Split out wide to the left. Number 33. Handoff to the right side, far side, and nowhere to go on that one on the play for Polk County West.
Yeah, DeHate met immediately as soon as he got up to the line of scrimmage. Just couldn't get anywhere, get any momentum on his side.
DeHate for no gain on the play, his 5th rush. Third down and long. 11 yards to go for the first. Polk County West making a thunderous statement, pun intended, here early on in this ball game and in the season.
And I mean, if you're Polk County West, this is exactly how you want to start off this game. You want to get 2 early touchdowns, get yourself a little bit of a lead.
Play action. Treverstead rolls out to his right, throws it into a crowd, and is incomplete. He was looking for his number 28, his tall tight end, Gerald Mullen, who was being mauled downfield, and it's 4th down and 11. Looks like the Rebels have to punt deep in their own territory.
And the pass was just a little far for Gerald Mullen. I mean, he is very tall, but for that to go well over him, I mean, the freshman quarterback Owen Trevestead just not finding a groove.
I believe we burned another timeout, courtesy of Coach Bicklum for Polk County West. 14-0, the Thunder lead in the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Right back after this.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Darren Bicklum of Polk County West, his Thunder lead 14-0 with 10:16 left in the second quarter on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 4th down 11 at the Rebel Zone 6, and they will punt. And it looks like they'll punt to number 15, Sam Gap. His feet planted at his own, or at the Rebels 41. Look like back deep to punt is Seeger. Seeger takes it, chest high, boots it with his right leg, and this will be well short of Gap, and will take a nice friendly Rebel bounce, and is down inside the 30, near the 32. And that's where we'll see a drive set up for Polk County West and Rebel territory.
Very favorable field position for Polk County West, already deep into Rebel territory.
Ball is officially at the 32, 14-0. A punt of, now make it to the 33 they add on.
The Rebels just struggling on offense. They have that first drive where they make it all the way down to the red zone. Couldn't capitalize, and then Polk County West defense has just really stopped them on all fronts.
Zavrel shotgun spurt offense again. Play action. Goes deep to his right side. Looking for number 10. Got the catch and got the touchdown. Polk County West putting it on Red Lake County.
I believe that
Landon Denny on the reception. The sophomore finds 6, and it is now 20-0.
I mean, what a beautiful pass there by Isaac Zavrel. I mean, just hitting Landon Denny in stride, and Denny just one step ahead of his defender, getting a beautiful catch for a touchdown.
Denny for 6. Zavaral's 2 for 2. 2 touchdowns. That one of 33 yards to Denny. 20-0. The Thunder gearing up for the PAT with Colin Rourke to kick. Sam Gap to hold. 10 minutes on the dot in the second. Rourke kick is up and good and off of the telephone pole. 21-0. Polk County West taking it to their Section 8A rival, Red Lake County. 21-0 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 2 touchdown tosses by senior quarterback Isaac Zavaral. And it's all Thunder so far on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact AgriMax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
21-0 Polk County West making a statement here in the 2021 season opener against Red Lake County on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 2 touchdown tosses for senior Isaac Zavaral and a 10-yard run by Zavaral as well for the second score. Rourke with a squib kick on the ground. Going left to right on our dial, picked up, and a spear right at the 35-yard line. Courtesy on the play by Polk County West.
Number 7, Rourke on the big tackle.
With Rourke making the play.
Give the Rebels 1st and 10 from the 35.
Yeah, I mean, a big hit there on the kickoff.
That's Caven Rourke, one of the running back duos for Polk County West. Ball is at the 35, Red Lake territory. First and 10. Travis Dad under center. Out wide to the left. That is Tyler Escalay on the near sideline. 2 backs in the backfield, wing to the right. Handoff to the right side on the far side. DeHate met in the backfield and halted for a loss. Looks like on the play, Sam Gap getting in there. Sam Gap, Mike linebacker. And officially a loss of 1 for DeHate.
And that front line from Polk County West, the Thunder just doing a good job staying strong against this run game.
2 freshmen starting on the Red Lake County offensive line. That's Hunter Duca, the left tackle, and Brock Knott, the right guard. Handoff up the middle for no gain. It's Schmitz on that carry and no gain. Mike Gap makes the play.
3rd and 11.
Third down and long at the Rebels' own 34, 8:44 and ticking here in the second, 21-0. The freshman facing a frenzy in this Polk County West defense. 2 fumbles so far, 1 given up. 3 backs in the backfield. Travis Stead under center. Ends are tight. Travis Stead play action. We're out to the right, and he is buried. Wallop back down for a sack. The first of the night.
And right now you can really see the inexperience from these young freshmen here on that starting line.
Alex Hart with the sack. The junior screaming off the right edge makes it 4th down and 16, a loss of 6 yards. First sack of the evening for Polk County West. We'll see a punt now from Schmitz Back deep once again. Sam Gap for the second time. He's at his own 45. Punt is away, and it's a low line drive. Takes 3 bounces to Gap. Goes in, now out, now jabs in. Puts on a stiff arm. The water splashing up at the 50. And at the Rebel 49, he's eventually gang tackled. And that's where we'll see the Thunder take the ball. These punts not doing the Rebels any favors. And once again, Polk County West, excellent field position, already up 21 points. Three touchdowns, all courtesy of Isaac Zavarall. A 77-yard touchdown throw to Colin Rorick, 10-yard run by Zavarall, and then 33 yards to Landon Denny. 2 touchdown tosses and 1 running. Spread offense once again for Zavarall. Back in the backfield is Gap. That's Sam Gap, man in motion. Gonna give to him. No, it's a fake. Fake snap to Gap, and then flag is called, and play is stopped dead. Man in motion was Kevin Rorick, split out to the right side, the slot. Gap infraction against Polk County West. Polk County West's now, I believe, 4th penalty. 1st and 15, and back it in to PCW territory at the 46. When you look at Polk County West's offense, 3 running backs with Mike Gap, either Caven or Dawson Rorick, and Sam Gap, you think a running team, especially in this weather, but they are spread out. Same formation, same spots. Now in motion on the far side, and possibly the same penalty.
We got another flag on the field.
Looks like on that one, it was Mike Gap, the sophomore.
Another
false start.
5 yards. 1st and 20.
Penalties playing a big factor in this game, but you know, Derek, you mentioned, you know, with a team who has 3 running backs, you know, on that they could turn to, you know, you would think they would just try to pound the ground game a little bit more, but they've been going through the air quite a bit, and I mean, it's just worked for them. They've been able to get the big plays when they needed them and find the, you know, hit the receivers in strides.
That penalty is certainly not keeping the Thunder down. Ball's at their own 41. Gap in motion. Back to pass. Going deep. And into Denny once again. Tight ropes it on the sideline. And that is another touchdown toss for Zavarall. 59 yards to the house. 27-0 in a big gust of wind after the big throw.
Yeah, and again, going back to it, just Zavarall just playing out of his mind, hitting those long passes that he needs to. And I mean, Landon Denny, once again, just getting hit in stride, tiptoeing his way to stay in bounds, you know, not going out of bounds on the catch, and just pretty much gliding his way into the end zone for another touchdown.
Rorick PAT pending. Gap hold. Rorick's kick up, and it is no good. It will remain 27-0. And there goes my stat sheet. Out the window that goes. 27-0. 7:05 first half, with 7:05 left in the second quarter on the Community Co-op's Energy Lutheran scoreboard. Polk County West on top of Red Lake County.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
27-0. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, a 59-yard touchdown toss from Zavarall to Denny. That is Zavarall's 3rd touchdown tonight. And the Thunder scoring 12 points in last year's game versus the Rebels, already of 27, 7:05 in the second quarter. Colin Rorick, squib kick once again up the middle to Red Lake County. Corralled by Schmitz. He will lower shoulder and tripped up at the 40, and ball will be near the 43-44 yard line.
Good return by number 11.
Lost the stat sheet. Thought the wind gusts were lowering down a little bit. At 11 to 15 miles per hour earlier. And they're still blowing pretty hard. And the Thunder are not perturbed.
Yeah, you know, the rain's still coming down. It's not as heavy as it was earlier though, but I mean, the wind and rain still a huge factor right now.
I might have just lost. Nope, it's still there. Thank goodness. At the 41-yard line, I formation. Treverstead hands off to the left side. Now up the middle. Seeger takes it himself for a minimal gain, possibly no gain for the freshman.
Daniel Duda was in on the tackle.
Duda on the tackle.
Make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 coming up. Seeger, 6 rushes, 12 yards, 6:40 and ticking. Duda, 6 foot, 240, a junior, number 54 on the defensive line, doing its part in this game. Split out wide to the right for Red Lake County. That is Mullen on the far sideline. I formation. It will go to Mullen. Colin slipped and got back on his horse, and Rourke comes in with a double leg takedown for the tackle for no gain.
But in on the tackle was Colin Rourke, going to bring up 3rd and 6.
You know, officially Markham, where he was started getting tackle, brings up a gain of 3 yards for Escalay, or excuse me, for Mullen. Second pass completed by Treverstead in his young career. 1 of 15 and now 1 of 3. 3rd down and 6 at the 42. 3 backs in the backfield. Split out wide near the sideline as Escalay, the tight end. Looks like Treverstead will go to him, and he lost the ball again. He loaded up and was looking for Escalay. Ball comes out, another fumble, the 3rd of the night for Treverstead. He gets back on it, but it's 4th down and long.
Going to be 4th down for the Rebels.
Yeah, and again, the fumbles have just played a factor. The ball is slick right now, so can't get a good grip on it, and it's really affecting Red Lake County.
4th down and 15 at the 48, or excuse me, 38. Schmitz the punt, and Sam Gap to return, splitting the 35 and 40-yard line. Punt away from Schmitz, and it dies just past the 50. A friendly Rebel bounce, and it's down at the 43-yard line, Polk County West territory. And let's get adjusted here in the broadcast booth. I don't believe any more rain will come. The wind is picking up. If we can just...
Yeah, let's see if we can get this off.
Trash bags come in handy. So we have an idea of what we are broadcasting to you on yourliveevent.com. 27-0. Polk County West on top and back on offense. Zavarro with all 4 touchdowns. He is responsible for 3 through the air and 1 on the ground. His last one, 59 yards to Landon Denny, who looks to be his go-to target tonight. Spread offense once again. What else is new at the 44? They scored from the 41 on their last drive. Zavarro sends Rourke in motion. And now handoff up the middle to Gap, and Gap carries a few men with him and is finally brought down after 8 yards. Sam Gap once again has his name called. His 3rd rush tonight. Ball is in Rebels territory now at their 48. Gain of 8. 3 carries and 44 yards for Sam Gap. He's in Zavarro's right hip pocket. Spread offense. Zavarro sends a man in motion. Now reverse to the right side and making a man miss, and no one will catch him. Number 26 Off to the races, Mike Gap. Touchdown. Polk County West up big.
And this is what we have seen all game. Polk County West offensively has just found ways to break off big plays for big gains, and usually those big gains just lead to scores, and Red Lake County has just struggled defensively to stop that.
48-yard touchdown run by Mike Gap. Rorick, kick is up, and this one looks to be good, and it is. It's 34-0. Polk County West on top on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back after this. The Thunder taking it to the Rebels on YourLiveEvent.com.
Christian Motors. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. They're located on Highway 32 North in Fertile. Christian Motors features a quality line of cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and they've got the best prices around. You can stop by the lot or you can check out the selection online at christianmotors.com. And don't forget about Christian Motors Service Department. Christian Motors, proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer on Highway 32 North in Fertile.
34-0 here in the second quarter. We should update for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West over at Red Lake County so far. 2021 season opener for both teams. Minnesota high school football is back. September football is back. Polk County West back on kickoff with Colin Rorick ready to swing the boot. Back deep, Schmitz once again. Schmitz and Escalay. Schmitz has gotten the plethora of returns so far. Now for their chance, and Rorick puts a lick on this one, and that is a touchback for Colin Rorick. Ball will be set up shop for Red Lake County at the 25-yard line. 3:47 before half. We have another touchdown. This one courtesy of the the sophomore Mike Gap, after he went 48 yards to the house.
Yeah, and I mean, Polk County West has just managed to score on every single one of their drives. Every time they have the ball, they're putting up points.
Mike Gap for 48. Ball at the 25 for the Rebels. Handoff up the middle for a minimal gain.
Get about 5 yards there on the carry.
For a pickup of 5, going to bring up 2nd and 5.
You know, this has been the struggle with the Rebels offensively. They again, going back to that very first drive, they were able to move the ball downfield, got into the red zone, stalled out, and since then, just running the ball has been a challenge against this defensive front from Polk County West.
DeHate for 5 yards. He has 22 on the ground. Two backs split. Handoff to DeHate. Bounces off one man and takes another down with him. Two to take him down. This one at near the 30-yard line. A loud collision. DeHate gets back up. And it looks like it'll move the chains or close to it.
Very close. The head ref is saying, and it will move the chains. He gets those 5 yards, and a very tough 5 yards DeHate had to get through as he had to fight through several Polk County West defenders.
That first down brought to you by Agramax. And courtesy of DeHate, down 34-0, however. Two backs once again. Treverstead under center. DeHate up the middle. Fumble again. And who's got it this time? Treverstead having the jump on it now 4 times this evening. He has it, but it's 2nd down and long.
Yeah, now go back about 4 yards there on the play. Just Treverstead trying to hand the ball off. A bit of a miscommunication on who was going to be taking the ball, but Treverstead at least able to land on it to, stop another turnover.
Treverstead in the negative category in rushing with 4 fumbles so far. 2 minutes now Three backs, Trevestead under center. Ends tight. Trevestead looks like a broken play. Rolls out to his right and finds his big tight end. No, off his mitts. He was looking for Mullen near the sticks. He would have had what would have been a 13-yard gain, and it just bounced off his hands, and it's 3rd down and 14.
Another great pass by Trevestead, but Mullen just not able to get a clean grab on it. You know, ball slips right through his hands on the way down.
It's now 4 incompletions by Trevestead, 2 completions. 1 of 15, 1 of 3, 2 for 6, the freshman to start his young career.
Rebels had a penalty on the play. So
and we missed the penalty on the play. Rebels will be backed up now to the 17-yard line.
Possible holding penalty? Well, they're back on the 17. Yeah, I would say holding.
Looks to be the 6th penalty by Red Lake County at their own 17. 2nd down and 23. 3 backs. Trevestead once again under center. Hands off up the middle after a counter play. Looks to be Seeger with 3 yards.
A minute 40 to go here in this first half, and you know, you can't help but think, you know, Red Lake County is going to go into halftime and probably look more defensively for some changes, see what they can do and to stop this very hot-handed Polk County West Thunder.
Officially gain of 3. Ball's at the 20 for Seeger after that rush. Don't want to give Polk County West the ball back just under a minute. They can score within less. 3rd and 20 for the freshman. 2 backs, wing to the right. He'll hand off to the right far sideline and upended on the play for minimal no gain is to 8. And a timeout by Coach Bicklum as he looks to score once again. Only 1 yard on the play for the Hate. Timeout by Coach Darren Bicklum with 53 seconds left in the half. We'll take a break with them. 34-0. Polk County West on top of Red Lake County on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Coming back from the timeout. On YourLiveEvent.com, Polk County West 34, Red Lake County 0. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. The Thunder taking it to the Rebels. And all courtesy of Isaac Zavarall. A 77-yard touchdown pass to Colin Rorick. 10-yard run by Zavarall. 33-yard pass to Landon Denny. 59 yards to Denny. And then a Mike Gap 48-yard run. Off an end-around reverse. Looks like Trevestead and the Rebels will go for it under center. And he is walloped, and no interception on the play from Gap. Sam Gap laid out for it as the pass attempt going to number 33, Escalay on the play. And it's better that Gap didn't intercept it, of course, because now the ball is at the 20 with Polk County West already up by 34.
Yeah, now the question is you know, Polk County West is in such good field position. Do they try another play, maybe put some more points up on the board going into halftime, or do they just take the knee and send it to halftime and then, you know, see how much momentum they carry over as they do receive in the start of the second half?
Polk County West won the toss and deferred. They will have it at the second half. Here's Gap in motion, spread offense, hand the middle to Mike Gap. Mike Gap bounces off his own lineman and skirts through for the touchdown. Just like that, like clockwork. Sam Gap scampers in for 6.
I mean, every single time the Thunder have had the ball. They have put up a score. It doesn't matter how much pressure they have faced from this Red Lake County defense, which hasn't been a lot. They've been able to get the ball through the air, on the ground. I mean, Polk County West is on fire at the moment.
21 yards for Gap. Point is up and good from Colin Rorick on the PAT. 85 rushing yards on 4 attempts by Sam Gap. And it's 41-0 Polk County West on top of Red Lake County on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. The Thunder looking triumphant so far early on this 2021 season.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Darren Bicklam's team up 41 points after that 21-yard touchdown scamper by Sam Gap. Colin Rorick kicks off. Schmitz receives at the 15, takes it on the near sideline, has a block, cuts back inside, had a nice lane there for a brief moment, and is roped down at the 45-yard line. Looks like John Prosy on the play for Polk County West. 32 seconds left here in the half on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
And a good run back there by Red Lake County. Not too sure how well they're going to be able to capitalize on that run, but you know, try and get something going before you go into halftime.
Under center once again, Chervestead down by 41. Toss to the right side. Seeger cuts inside from the right side and is packed and walloped past the 45 to the 46, possibly a gain of 1. David Larson on the tackle. It's 2nd down and 9. Ball's at the 44. Make it the 46. 3 backs once again. Chervestead hands off to the right side. Seeger scurries to the 50, and the clock expires after the 5-yard gain by Seeger. And at the end of half number 1 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Polk County West taking it to Red Lake County 41-0. The Thunder quadrupling their score from a season ago against this Rebels squad. Take a break and come back for our halftime report after this. 41-0, Polk County West and Red Lake County on yourliveevent.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halstead Living Center, or find more information at halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Welcome to our halftime show on yourliveevent.com. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Jerry Peralta with you. 41-0 Polk County West on top of Red Lake County on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard, communitycoops.com. Thanks to their sponsorship for our scoreboard tonight. And the scoreboard being packed to the brim by Polk County West with just one touchdown in the first quarter and a whole lot more in the second. Let's recap our scoring for tonight. First quarter, first drive for Polk County West. They won the toss and deferred, forced the punt, and it resulted in a 77-yard touchdown pass from Isaac Zavarall to Colin Rorick. 77-yard catch to the crib, and it's 7-0. And then in the second quarter, just shortly into the second quarter, 7 seconds in, Zavarall takes himself, calls his own number from 10 yards out, 14-0. Zavarall at the 10-minute mark, just a minute and 53 seconds later, 33-yard touchdown pass to Landon Denny, 21-0. At the 7-minute mark, 59 yards, same song and dance to Denny from Zavarall, 27-0. Mike Gap gets in on the rushing fun with a 48-yard touchdown scamper to make it 34-0. That PAT by Colin Rourke after the Denny 59-yarder was no good. And then Sam Gap, Mike Gap's brother, gets in on the fun as well with a 21-yard touchdown run. And that's where we stand on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 41-0 Polk County West and Red Lake County, Section 8A, Conference Northwest West. And it is all thundering here tonight after a stormy, rainy day. Rain has died down, and this broadcast is one half in. We'll take a break and come back with possible halftime interviews with both coaches, with Jerry Peralta out on the field, and halftime stats. This is yourliveevent.com.
Norman County Implement Harvest Season Specials, 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front and scalpers priced at $20,000. 2013 Alloway folding topper, 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org. The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Welcome back to our halftime show. 41-0, Polk County West and Red Lake County, the Thunder taking it to the Rebels. Let's see how we got there with our halftime total stat. Let's start with Red Lake County, only 75 total yards of offense, 57 rushing, 18 passing. The leading rusher is DeHate with 27 on 9 rushes. Seeger right behind him with 21. That is Paul DeHate with 27. And Mike Seeger, the freshman, with 21. The freshman quarterback, Owen Chervestad, negative 6 yards rushing. He has fumbled 4 times. Escalay as well. Tyler Escalay has 1 rush for 9 yards. Blaine Schmitz, 4 rushes for 6. Chervestad on the night passing 2 for 6 for 18 yards through the air. His targets, Escalay and Mullen, his 2 tall tight ends. Looks like 6 penalties for Red Lake County, adding up to 30 total yards of penalties against the Rebels. And that's where they stand with 75 total yards of offense in this ball game, down 41-0. As for Polk County West, they have staggering stats, to say the least. 332 overall, 163 through the ground game, and 169 through the air on just 3 passes and completions by Zavarol. Sam Gap with 85 yards on the ground, 4 rushes, just 4, and Mike Gap, his brother, showing him up with just half of those carries for 64 yards and a touchdown of his own tally. Sam Gap has 2 tonight. Isaac Zavarol with 14 rushing yards on 2 carries, 1 a 10-yard touchdown early on in the second quarter. Zavarol, 3 completions, his 3 targets. Colin Rourke for 77 yards to start off the scoring, and then Landon Denny for 33, and then 59, a total of 169 for Isaac Zavarol. Looks like we have our halftime comments courtesy of Jerry Peralta. And Jerry, who are we going to hear from first in this halftime break?
Well, we're only really going to hear from Darren Bicklum, head coach of Polk County West. I didn't want to interrupt head coach Brian Remick of Red Lake County. He's having a relatively long meeting with his team, kind of trying to give them, pass on his message. I heard a little bit of it. Don't let these turnovers intimidate you. Don't focus on these mistakes. They're going to happen no matter what. So I didn't really want to interrupt him, but I was able to get a hold of head coach Darren Bicklum. This is your live event halftime coach's comments. So here with Coach Bickmer of the Polk County West Thunder. I mean, Coach, you had a dominant first half. I mean, how do you bring that over into the second half?
Well, we're going to pull the pin on quite a few of them and get some of those other guys a chance here in the second half.
All the way down,
just very impressed on how the boys come out and got things going right away.
your defense has been able to hold Red Lake County's offense, to a standstill. They got a couple big plays in that first quarter, but since then you've just been able to make big play after big play. What's been key on the defensive side of the ball?
We've been getting it done up front, and that's the big thing. The backers have been filling, and you guys they've been doing their assignments, and when you can do everything correct, you look fairly decent.
On the other side of the ball, offensively, you have been able to score pretty much every time you had the ball, whether it's on one play, 2 or 3 plays. I mean, what's been key offensively?
Well, just same as on defense. Offense, the line up front's getting it done, and we've been, and helps have some speed in the backfield and stuff too. And they got big holes to run through, and when you got a hole to run through, and nobody touching you until second or third level, it makes it easier for them running back.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Darren Bicklum for taking the time at halftime. Up 41-0, talking with our Jerry Peralta of YourLiveEvent.com. It's 41-0 at the half. Third quarter starting here soon. Have a volleyball update for you from Section 8A. Ada Borup with the straight sweep, the straight set over Crookston, 3-0, 25-13, 10 and 11 in favor of the Cougars. On YourLiveEvent.com as well. Kevin Cookman had the call on that one, and he had an early night. As for us, Jerry, it's been a long night so far for Red Lake County as the rain looks to have died down. It's not going to come back, but the damage is done against the Rebels and also against the jerseys for both squads. It's muddy, it's swampy, but it's all thunder here in the first half going into the second.
Yeah, stepping out onto that field, swampy and muddy is the nice way to put it in regards to how that field feels, on your feet. And it's still sprinkling down there on the field, but I mean, it has lightened up a lot since we first got here, Derek.
We talked about Red Lake County in our pregame show having the ability to score quick and often and more in the first quarter last season with 54 points to none. They're outscored 7-0 in the first quarter and then just jumped on in the second. 75 total offensive yards for the Rebels and 332 for Polk County West. This is the first time that you've gotten to hear that. And just a plethora of pushes from Isaac Zavarol on the ground, in the air. He's thrown it 3 times, and he has completed it each time for a grand total of 169 yards through the air.
Each time for a touchdown, too, if I'm correct.
That's correct. 2 times to Landon Denny, and the first strike to Colin Rourke, who did most of the dirty work on that play. He had not a jump ball, but with the cornerback, it could have gone both ways the way that ball was positioned between the 2 players, and Rourke comes away with it, and it comes to the crib.
Well, and you mentioned, Rourke managed to come away with the ball there, but his defender that was on him was really more focused on him and not watching the ball. If the defender had turned his head, he would have been able to get eyes on the ball, put a hand up, knock it away. Little mistake, but it's early in the season. This is the very first game. This is the season opener here. So there's going to be there's going to be hiccups and mistakes made. And I mean, you mentioned the as we talked about in the pregame, Red Lake County has been ability to score early and often in the first quarter. I mean, they don't have a lot of returning players. I believe the number we got from last season, they had 14 seniors graduate. So a lot of fresh faces to the team, a lot of new faces coming on, and we have 5 freshman starters coming into this game. So it is going to be a challenge for them to get their feet wet.
5 freshman starters for Red Lake County, and 4 fumbles by freshman quarterback Owen Turvestead, who will start the second half on the defensive side. Actually, on the bench, he doesn't play defense. So Turvestead will have to look on as Polk County West will receive the football. They won the initial coin toss, deferred to the second half. It's Seeger to kick off. You can make out his dirty number 26 jersey going right to left. In the second half of the first game of the Minnesota season underway, an onside kick, and Polk County West quickly corrals it at their own 49, and on the play for Polk County West to make that play
able to recover it, and they're going to start at their own
number
49-yard line.
Jacob Satterland. Excuse me, it's Greg Downs. The numbers are not in order here on our roster. That's okay. So just 1 yard shy of midfield, Polk County West takes the ball.
Interesting way to start the second half. If you're Red Lake County, you know, do the onside kick, try and come up with the ball offensively, you know, and have some really good field position, but fortunately did not go their way.
Spread offense, Zavarol, shotgun. Looks like we've some new faces. Handoff number 30 up the middle, skirting to left side, and he is roped down by the shoulder pads for a 2 yard loss.
Jackson Holfer in on the tackle.
You know, going back to the halftime
12.
interview with Darren Bicklum for Polk County West, he did say we will most likely see some new faces out there on the field. Probably get some younger guys out there, give them a little bit of time.
David Larson, the freshman, number 30, with the 2 yard loss. Second down 12 at the 47, Polk County West. Zavarol still in the shotgun, still at quarterback. Puts a man in motion, number 5, new player. Handoff to Larson, up the middle. Makes one man miss and bullies 2 defenders. Pinballs to the 45 of Red Lake County territory.
Gain of 7.
Gain of 7 for Larson. Looks like those new players for Polk County West. I see a number 10 in there, I believe, and that is Landon Denny still in the game. That man in motion, number 5, on the far side in the slot is Will Zavarol, the freshman. Brother to Isaac. Third down and 5 at the 45. It's a minute and a half into the second half. Larson, left hip pocket of Zavarol. Spread offense, man in motion. Rorick, hand out to Rorick, cuts up middle after he was going on the end around, and he finds 4 yards and looks to be shy of the first down.
Rorick on the carry.
By just a yard or two.
Short on the first down, going to bring up 4th down and about 1.5.
It's Caven Rorick. I believe that's Caven's first carry tonight, and it is. It's shy by 1. He goes for 4. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Only 1 yard to go for Polk County West. This might be their longest drive in a while. Up by 41. Zavarol, man in motion. Zavarol in motion, hands off to Larson, and he is met, stopped, and collapsed behind the line of scrimmage by a plethora of Rebel defenders for a loss.
Good breakthrough by the Rebels. Front line there, getting through that offensive line and just making a big stop when it matters. And I believe that's first
turnover
and 10
on downs,
for
yes.
the Rebels.
Turnover on downs. Rebels get the ball back at their own 45. And after that, Blaine Schmitz returned to open up the game into Polk County West territory, their best starting field position yet. Treverstead under center, fake handoff, goes to the right side. This is Schmitz. He sheds one tackler past the 50 and inside Polk County West territory.
For a gain of 8.
And
on the tackle, Carter Helgeson.
It's actually Seeger on the play.
Second and about 3.
Seeger takes that one for 7 yards. Seeger, the second leading rusher for the Rebels, now make it the number 1 leading rusher with 28 on 10 carries. 3 backs behind Treverstead. Hands it up to the left side. Schmitz cuts back inside, turns on the blinker, and is tackled down at the 40.
And good play there by Schmitz to just put his head down or put his shoulder down and drive through one of the Polk County West defenders.
14 yards for Schmitz on 5 carries. First down brought to you by Agramax. At the 41-yard line of Polk County West, same formation. Treverstead under center. Handoff up the middle. DeHate left side, bounces it off and bounces off a man for 5 yards to the 35, splashing and sliding through the rain. Medium gain for DeHate. At 5'6" and 200 pounds, he is a rock rolling through the defense. They spot the ball at the 35 officially, a gain of 5. Second down and medium, same formation. And DeHate, it looks like he had a false start. They don't call it. Seeker gets the call on the ball and it turns upfield, keeping his feet moving for just 1 yard.
In on the tackle, Dawson Rorick gonna leave it third and about
Seeger,
4.
that hole closed quickly. Seeger couldn't get to it in time and met by a plethora of Thunder defenders.
Dawson Rorick on the tackle. Third down and 4 at the 34. 7:35 in the third quarter. See the same formation once again from Red Lake County. Not showing a lot of variety, down 41-0. Trevor Stead handoff up the middle. That's DeHate. DeHate is going nowhere. Looks like maybe 1 yard for DeHate. It's still down in medium, now fourth down.
Gonna be fourth down.
So far, I mean, leading up to this point, it's been a good drive for the Rebels. They've been able to pick up some big plays, get a couple first downs. Now at risk of stalling out here.
Ball at the 34, Polk County West. Same formation, Trevor Stead almost fumbled again, and he gives it off. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's pulled down by his hips, and he loses yard. Turnover on downs, back to the Thunder. The Thunder take it away.
And again, a good drive there by the Rebels, but just unfortunately their offense stalled out against this Thunder defense.
Another turnover on downs against Red Lake County. They also have a fumble from the official turnover against them. 4 fumbles so far by their freshman quarterback. The ball is back in the hands of Polk County West. We'll see some more new Thunder faces. Looks like Zavaral's still in at quarterback.
Yeah, that last drive was the very first drive that the Thunder had been in where they did not put up any points.
Man in motion. Zavaral calls his own number, and he has stood up at the 35. Nice open field tackle
Quarterback keeper
by
for Zavaral's
number 28, Mullen.
Scrimmage gonna bring up 2nd and 10.
And no gain on the play.
And good read there by Gerald
Mullen.
Excuse me, by Gerald Mullen. Just watching the quarterback, just waiting for him to decide, and then just making a big stop when he needed to.
2nd and 10 at the Thunder zone 34. Zavaral, shotgun spread offense. Both teams showing the same offense. Will Zavaral in motion. Larson takes the handoff on the draw, and he is met by 2 Rebels and taken down for no gain once again.
David Larson on the carry for no gain. Gonna be 3rd and 10.
Larson a little shaken up, and it looks fine now.
And the Rebels defense has come out in force to start this second half. They've just been able to make several big stops when they've needed to and not allowed Polk County to just drive the ball the way they did in that first half.
Matthew Renner in on the play, junior linebacker for the Rebels. 3rd down and long, same formation. Man in motion, number 21. Zavaral calls his own number again, gains about maybe 1, and it's 4th down.
Thunder got a new
and number
quarterback
21
in there, Sawyer Horkin
for
on
Polk
the carry
County West,
for
getting
a
some
small
playing
gain, gonna
time.
bring 4th
Sawyer
and 8.
Horkin, I believe.
It's Dawson Rorick, who split starting roles with his brother Caven Rorick. Nonetheless, man in motion, and it's a gain of 2 officially for Zavaral. 4th down and 8. I believe they are punting.
Yep, they brought out the punt unit.
Punt is away, and it's a decent one. Seeger will field and watches it bounce past him inside the 20. Makes a man miss on the near sideline, has a lane. Now another move, and skirts back inside, putting a man on skates. A nice punt from Polk County West.
Big boot, and then number 25, Brock Seeger, with a good return.
And
Gonna be
Seeger
1st and 10
has
for
the Rebels in a good starting position at the 35-34 Collins yard line.
And last drive was looking really good for the Rebels. They got a couple first downs, managed to move the ball a little bit, but the defense for Polk County West came up big on stops.
1st down and 10 at the 34 of Red Lake County. Jefferson under center, play action, He'll go deep the pass, and that is in the hands of his big tight end. Caught by Mullen, and he will take it the distance. He is out of here. Touchdown, Red Lake County.
And what a beautiful pass from the freshman Owen Chervestedt to his tight end Gerald Mullen. I mean, beautiful. Hit him in stride. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better pass.
66 yards through the air from the freshman to his tight end. And finally on the board, Red Lake County puts up 6.
That has been the look that Red Lake County has been wanting to go to all game, and they finally got it.
Mullen's first catch. And now the 2-point conversion is good on the run-in from DeHate. He takes it in and makes it 8 points now for RLC, down 41-8 now. But after a 66-yard touchdown strike from Chervestedt to Mullen, 41-8, 4:17 left in the third quarter. Polk County West and Red Lake County on the Community Co-op Energy Solution scoreboard.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Sorry about that technical error. 41-8, third quarter. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Polk County West on top of Red Lake County. Red Lake County finally on the board after that 66-yard touchdown bomb from freshman quarterback Owen Chervestedt to tie in Gerald Mullen, the junior at 6'5", finding the open space. Here's the kick from Seeger. A little pooch kick. You have the 30-yard line, splashing in the rain, in the water, picked up and being taken on the far outside, and nobody is there to contain. That will be finally corralled, and a nice single leg tackle inside the 25-yard line. And a nice take by Dawson Rorick for Polk County West to give his team another chance to score. Everyone's getting a chance to shine tonight. First and 10 coming up for Polk County West after that electrifying return. Dawson Rorick just had the entire defense team on the kickoff return going one way and might have got caught up in the mud, and he bounced it outside to the near sideline and is set pretty at the Red Lake County 20. And I believe we have a new quarterback. We officially do. Looks to be number 3 out there of Larson as his running back, and he hands it to Larson, who loses a yard. The ball got loose for a moment, and it's back to Polk County West. 1 yard loss by Larson, this new quarterback for Polk County West. Number 3, Sawyer Horkin, a freshman, now running the show for the Thunder. Zavarel's night ends with 3 touchdown passes and 1 on the ground. 3 passes attempted and 1 complete. Low snap and handoff on the man in motion. That is Zavarel, who is shaken up and loses a yard on the play. And it's 3rd and long for 3rd and 13.
2-yard loss on the play, and probably not the best read on the low snap there, but you know, managed to get the ball back in the hands of his running back before before a tragedy struck.
Well, Zavarel at least kept it on off the turf, off the ground. Lost 2. 3rd down and 13 at the 23. He's working in the shotgun, spread offense, takes it, gonna call it himself, run to the right side, and met right at the sideline for no gain. Possibly 1 on the play.
Keeper by Sawyer Horkin for a small gain. Gonna bring 4th down.
So the Rebels defense coming up big when they've needed to so far in this second half. Have not allowed any points, but now we have
Actually misjudged that loss of 3 by Rorken. He met immediately as he tried to bounce to the outside. 4th down and 16 at the 25.
Rebels just need one more big stop here, and they can have another chance.
Looks more like the 26. Spread offense. Rourke in the backfield, handoff on the jet sweep. Cut up field, and it's a turnover on downs for Polk County West. On the handoff
Number 11
for Polk County West, the Thunder is John Prosy, the junior. Gains a few, but it's turned over on downs, and Red Lake County back on offense.
Defense yet again coming up big with a stop. They have managed to hold Polk County West as scoreless here and to start this second half here in the third quarter. And offense just looking to keep the momentum from that last drive and maybe put up another touchdown.
Same offense. Trevor Stad to Haight. Left side stretch play. 3 Thunder players to take him down, and a flag is thrown after the minimal gain by DeHaight.
Flag on the field.
Looks like one of the Roricks, believe that is Dawson Rorick on the play, holding his arm.
And that's going to be a face mask penalty. So automatic first down for the Rebels. I mean, couldn't ask for something better than that. Move the ball down even further and get an automatic reset of downs.
It's the 3rd penalty, I believe, on Polk County West after that face mask. Personal foul. Now we have at the 40-yard line, 3 backs behind Treverstead. He hands off up the middle. This is Schmitz to the 45 and call it a gain of 5. Schmitz now make it 6 carries for 19 yards. Technically 5 different Rebels have ran the ball tonight. The running clock, it's 1:08 left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 5. Same formation once again for the freshman to work with. He'll take it himself, goes left, turns on his blinker, and goes right, and has the first down, spinning, twirling for the first. Treverstead.
And good idea from Treverstead to keep the ball himself, follow his blocker, get through the hole, and get a first down.
Looks like a gain of 6 yards on the play. The ball is at the 47. Caught a gain of 8, and now officially Treverstead has 1 yard rushing after all those fumbles and losses on the play. Polk County West at the 47. Handoff to Seeger, stiff arms 1, bullies another, and finally wrangled down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 for Seeger. Seeger stiff-armed 1 and put down another Thunder player and has it. The clock stopped now at 21:08, so no running clock just yet. Seeger with 46 yards
and it looks
on
like
12 carries.
It looks like the Rebels are going to let this clock run and go into the fourth quarter.
Now officially a 20-yard gain by Seeger, a first down by Agramax. And Seeger, for the night, has 49 rushing yards on 12 attempts. At the end of 3 quarters, Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 8 on the Community Co-op Energy's Lucent scoreboard. 1 more quarter left to play in regulation between the Thunder and the Rebels on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Back in the fourth quarter, here on YourLiveEvent.com, Polk County West on top. The Thunder taking it to Red Lake County, 41-8. And a dive inside by the Rebels by Seeger for a medium gain.
And on the tackle, including
Dawson Rorick in on the play on defense. Only 2 yards on the play from Seeger. Now has 51 on 13 rushes. The only similar thing from last year's game and this game, both teams scoreless in the third. Other than that, very much different. DeHate takes on the right side and is tackled by the arms for a loss. DeHate, a tough man to bring down at 200 pounds. And it's third down and long. Third and 9, DeHate loses one. His 12th carry. He's got 31 tonight. Trevisan was almost taken down as soon as he was handing it off to DeHate. Third down 9 at the PCW 26 here in the fourth quarter. Two backs, Seeger the wing. Roll out, play action. Chervestead sets his feet. He will go for his tight end. No, he finds the other one, and that's caught and corralled down by Escali inside the goal line near the 1. A gain of 25. Chervestead.
And a little bit hard to see here as we have a post blocking us. But, I mean, it was a great catch and with a lot of defenders around him. But a beautiful throw by Chervestead.
Officially a gain of 22 from the 26 to the 4. Second catch for Escali. He has a catch of 15 and 22 tonight. Both first downs brought to you by Agramax. Three backs. Chervestead behind. Hands off to Haight. Up the middle on first down. And goal at the 2. And Haight is in. Touchdown, Red Lake County for the second time tonight. 41-14 is the score. DeHate's first score tonight. He takes it in from 2 out. So that last throw actually of 24 yards by Chervestead. 2-point conversion, same formation. This one hands off to Schmitz. Schmitz dives, and he is in 41-16. 41-16 after the 2-yard plunge by fullback Paul DeHate. He has a score, and now 33 yards on the ground. His first score tonight. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Red Lake County putting some points on the board late in the game. Now in the fourth quarter, 10:13 left to play in regulation, 41-16 on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agramax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agramax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agramax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agramaxllc.com.
Welcome back for kickoff, 41-16 here in the fourth quarter, 10:13 left to play in regulation. Polk County West on top on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard here in the Section 8A Conference Northwest West square down. Rebels and Thunder, Seeger to kick off for the Rebels. A little squibber, a little pooch kick actually, taken near the 30-yard line and ran to the middle of the field and spun down, and that's where we'll see the backups now, the new players for Polk County West. Looks like on that return, number 12, Carter Helgeson. Looks like all the original starters will be gone for Polk County West. And what a start they had to this season. Isaac Zavarall with 4 overall touchdowns, 3 through the air, 1 on the ground. 3 passes attempted, 3 completed, and 3 scores. Making a strong case for one of our players of the game. Now his replacement, Rorkin, the freshman quarterback in. Takes a snap in the shotgun, loses the ball, and it's Red Lake County football. Paul DeHate jumps on that one, and it's the first turnover of the night for the Thunder.
Fumble on the snap. Rebels were able to recover. That'll be first and 10.
Fumble on the play by Sawyer Horkin. The snap and the shotgun, it hit him in the stomach, but just a little bit lower than he expected near the belt. That's where you take it, but that's where the Rebels take it away. First down and 10, Red Lake County at the Thunder 30.
Well, since he's come into the game, there's just been several snaps to him that have just gone well below his chest, and he's had to reach for it. So it's not surprising that he lost the ball there.
DeHate sweep to the right on the toss, and he has a big gain and then some, bumbling down and tried to tightrope it, too big to do so. And he's bounced out of bounds, did not go down for a first down. Once again, brought to you by Agramax. Call them at 218-891-2211. From the 30-yard line, this ball is now inside the 15, and they call it at the 12. Officially 16 for DeHate. Handoff up the middle, Seeger bounces and it tackled down. No, he's still going. And lunges forward close to the first down.
Brock Seeger on the carry. Going to bring up second and about 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard gain by Seeger. His last rush before that one was a score. He has 58 now. That last rush by DeHate, actually 18 yards. 3 backs behind. Freshman quarterback, Chervestead. Handoff. Schmitz up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, Red Lake County. 6 more for the score for the Rebels.
The Rebels defensively have come back into this game, made great stops, and thanks to the turnover on the defensive side, the offense was given great field position, and they were able to move the ball down and put up another touchdown. 22 unanswered points so far in this second half.
Touchdown run of 6 yards for Schmitz. 2-point conversion pending, 41-22. Same formation. DeHate bounces right side and thrown into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. 41-24 the score on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Now with 9:09 left in the game, in regulation that is. Gets a little dicey, but the backup's still in for Polk County West as of right now. Right back with 9:09 left to play in regulation. Polk County West, Red Lake County, yourliveevent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
So at the 10:13 mark in the fourth quarter, Red Lake County, a 2-yard touchdown run by DeHate, and Schmitz, a similar short touchdown run for the Rebels, brings it within 41-24. Polk County West still on top on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Kickoff as well past the returners. New returners out there for the Thunder. At the 15, now the 20, 25 stutter step, and near the 25, a pile of Rebels ripped down the defender, number 7, Caven Rorick, on the return.
First and 10 at about the 30.
First and 10. That ball is moved up near the 30-yard line now for Polk County West, and the second stringers for the Thunder. Officially marked at the 30. Looks like we have a new player coming in for the Thunder. Looks to be Alex Caravu, number 44, a freshman. Getting some time to shine. Up 41-24 with his squad. Working. Still at quarterback for the offense for PCW. Number 3 has an empty backfield and a spread offense. He fumbled the last snap. A turnover. He takes it, low snap near the shoelaces, and he's going to be spun and graciously brought down, and graciously grappled down for a loss of about 5.
Number 3, Sawyer Horkin on the keeper, is going to bring up second down.
Sawyer Horkin will lose yardage on the play. And if Horkin and company keep the ball on their side and don't give Red Lake County any more chances for any more quick scores, looks like the Thunder can start the season 1-0, officially a loss of 12. Second down and 22 at the 18. 8:15 in the fourth quarter. Rorkin, shotgun, Larson. It's actually given off to Rorick. That is Dawson Rorick on the handoff. Minimal gain.
Going to bring up third down.
Looks like Dawson Rorick's first rush of the night. He gains 7 yards on the play. Third down and 15. Ball at the 25. Spread offense. Man in motion. Rorick. Handoff to Rorick. Trying to get the edge. Breaks one tackle. Squirts through another. He split the difference and is near the original line of scrimmage, now past it, and is just shy of the 40-yard line. This brings it within now just a few yards at fourth down and minimal, and a 13-yard run for Rorick. Kevin Rorick with the run. Only his second tonight. After that 13-yard burst. 19 yards on 2 attempts by Rorick. And it looks like we have a penalty. No, we have a timeout by Coach Darren Bilcom. Bilcom wants to talk about it on fourth down and 2 at his own 37, 6:44 left in regulation. Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 24. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Christian Motors. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. They're located on Highway 32 North in Fertile. Christian Motors features a quality line of cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and they've got the best prices around. You can stop by the lot or you can check out the selection online at christianmotors.com. And don't forget about Christian Motors Service Department. Christian Motors, proud to be your
Darren Bicklum and Polk County West up 41-24 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard at 6:44 left in regulation. Looks like the Thunder will go for it with Workin back at quarterback. Spread offense. This is Rorick calling an audible and goes in motion. That's Dawson Rorick, and from the 37 into Rebel territory and splashing into the puddle for a first down, brought to you by Agramax. Agramax first down, Dawson Rorick streaks to the sideline and is in Rebel territory. 40 yards for Dawson. He has 47 tonight. Ball's at the 37 of RLC. Now make it 35. Plenty of new players for PCW. Looks like we got some new ones lingering in for RLC. Rorken shotgun, spread offense. What else is new? Man in motion. Another Rorken. That is Caven. And Caven takes it for a decent gain towards the 30
Number
for
7,
5.
Caden Rorick with a good first down carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Make it 6 yards on the carry. Third rush for Rorick tonight. He's 25 on the ground. Just 5:40 left in this game if the score stays the same at 41-24. Shotgun for Rorken. Spread out. Dawson Rorken motion. Up the middle, given to Will Zavarall, minimal gain. Third down and short
Number
coming
5,
up.
Will Zavarell on the carry for positive gain. Going to be 3rd and 3.
Just 1 yard on the gain for Zavarall. Unlike big bro Isaac Zavarall. Lighting up the scoreboard as the sky has calmed down tonight. Isaac Zavarall made it rain with just 3 passes for 169 passing yards. Here's Caven in motion and a fumbled handoff on the jet sweep attempt. Rorken able to save that one, but he loses a few, and it's 4th down and medium.
Again, the low snaps that he's just dealing with, he can only do so much, and good idea there to just try and keep it himself, try and get a gain, but a loss of yard there as we see 4th down coming up.
4th and long, 4th under. 4th and 6, really. 4th and medium at the 31. Man in motion is Kevin Rorick. Rorick makes one man miss, has a lane, has to beat 3 Rebels, is taken down by the first, but not after the first down gallop for Rorick.
Good play there by Rorick, staying right behind his blockers, getting a few key blocks, and managed to break one or get a big play for a first down there.
That one a gain of 16 yards for Rorick from the 31 to the 15. His 4th carry tonight. He has 39 rushing yards. Once again, spread offense. Ball at the 15. Dawson Rorick in motion, and a handoff is fumbled. Looks like one of the big linemen jumped on it. Probably going to get pat on the back from the coach. One of the second-string linemen having the wherewithal and the ability, the mindset to get on that loose football. And it looks like on that recovery, our official roster is number 72. If we have this correct, that is Jacob Satterlin.
And I mean, a little bit of a mistake from the backfield. Watch the ball hit the ground, and as it gets snapped behind yet again.
Deja vu, Dawson Rorick jumps on that one.
Number 21, Dawson Rorick recovers the ball.
Brings it back from 2nd and 13 to 3rd in the country mile. Ball is going to be backed up at the 28-yard line.
Low snaps just keep being a factor here for this set, the group of backups here coming in. And little mistakes here. They don't see a lot of playing time, so it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense that we're seeing these mistakes. Gonna need to clean it up in the future, though.
The difference is one freshman was the starting quarterback. The other is playing 41-24 with the lead. 3rd and 25 at 29. A misplay, a broken play. Rorken takes himself to the far right sideline.
And we have
splashes
a flag
in
on the far side of the field, too.
Splashes in the rain puddle, and we do have a flag.
There's a flag on the field.
See what the official call is from Stripes. Might be a holding play. And it is holding against Polk County West.
So that's going to move them back even further. They made up a couple yards there, but now they're going to go back a little bit more.
3rd and even longer coming up. 3rd and 30 for PCW. Ball will be at the 34-yard line. 2:14 on the clock. Red Lake County keeping the running clock from becoming a factor, but with just 2:14 left in regulation and down this big on the scoreboard. Rebels looking to start the season 0-1 after losing to Polk County West. Once again, like last season. Fumble on the play, and it was picked up. And we have number 12 all the way down to the PCW 40. And he had a clear lane, and he was looking back like there was no tomorrow. Ethan Yeagers on the play. Majors on the play. Thank you. Ethan Majors, the freshman, had his chance to shine, and he finds himself with a turnover. Officially, technically the second tonight for Polk County West. Thanks to Majors and company, with 1:59 left to play in regulation. Red Lake County has the football. We have a timeout from Coach Brian Remick and the Rebels. Come back after the break. Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 24. This is YourLoveOfIt.com on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Remick. His team down at 41-24, but have the ball at the Thunder 39 after the Majors scoop and gallop. 1:59 left to play in regulation. This one all but in the books. Treverstead under center, and another fumble for the freshman, but he's back on it just in the nick of time.
And I mean, regardless of how this game turns out, you know, Red Lake County is most likely going to start the season 0-1. You've got to give them credit. They have fought back in the second half to the best of their abilities. They've put up 24 unanswered touchdown points, and they've held Polk County West to 0 points in this entire second half.
Another fumble perhaps, and this time the Thunder will take it away. I believe so, and it is Polk County West football. The second turnover for Red Lake County tonight. Both teams with 2 turnovers officially, and now 7 fumbles by Owen Treverstead and the Rebels. But to your credit, and like you said, to the Rebels' credit, it was 41-0 at halftime. They put up 24 points, got some good reputations out there, good reps for the Rebels, and have something to work with on film for next week.
Yeah, and next week, Red Lake County is going to be going to Red Lake for a match, for a 8A matchup at 4 p.m. Friday, September 10th.
One knee is down. Orkin takes the knee. Clock is ticking at 1:15, and yeah, Jerry, let's look ahead to next week for both squads. Thunder will start the season 1-0 in conference and section play for 8A and Conference Northwest West. Try saying that, Northwest West. Last year, Polk County West finished second in the section, only 4 games played, but it is what it is. Second knee coming from Orkin. Like you said, with Red Lake County, they go to Red Lake on the road at 4 p.m. on a Friday. Not a fan of that time slot as the knee is taken for Coach Darren Bicklum in Polk County West. On September 10th, they have a 6 p.m. game against 8AA War Road at War Road. First test on the road for the Thunder. Third and final knee being taken by Rorkin, and with 15 seconds left and ticking on the clock, that will put it in the books. 41-24. Polk County West takes this one from Red Lake County on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back for a post-game report possibly get some final stats for you. Scores around the Northwest Minnesota and North Dakota area and post-game interviews. Don't go anywhere. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our Villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our Villa at 701-343-6273.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Just in time for our post-game report. Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 24 here in Minnesota. Section 8A 11-man football. High school season is underway. September football is back in a big way. The Thunder boomed their way to 1-0 on the fledgling season. Let's see how they got there on our score sheet. Our score by score in the first quarter at the 3:48 mark, Isaac Zavarol, a 77-yard touchdown catch and call to the crib. Colin Rorick rips it out of the defensive back's hands and takes it the distance, 7-0 early. In the second quarter, just a few minutes later, in real time, 11:53 mark officially, just 7 seconds into the second quarter, 10-yard run for a touchdown by Isaac Zavarol, and he follows it up a minute and 53 seconds later with a 33-yard dart to Landon Denny for the score, 21-0 Thunder at that point. 3 minutes later, Denny strikes again. Denny, the dart from Zavarol, 59 yards to the house, 27-0 PAT, no good from Colin Rorick. And then this time a little bit more time passes. At the 3:47 mark, Mike Gapp with a 48-yard touchdown run to make it 34-0. And Sam Gapp, his brother, follows up with 50 seconds left in the first half, 21 yards to the end zone, 41-0 at the half in favor of Polk County West. Out of the second half, it was 24 unanswered points by Red Lake County, starting off with a 66-yard touchdown pass from Owen Chaverstead to his tight end Mullen. That's Gerald Mullen with the 66-yard touchdown catch. takes it himself at the 4:17 mark in the third quarter. At the 10:13 mark in the fourth quarter, DeHate 2 yards out, punches it in, makes it closer in that ball game, and then Schmidt 6 yards out, punches in for 41-24. And just in time, we are joined by Isaac Zavarral, quarterback for Polk County West, thanks to Jerry Peralta. And Isaac, I think you can hear me loud and clear. They heard you loud and clear tonight. You guys are loud early and often. You had yourself the heck of a night. What's it like to score 4 times and just the way you guys put up 41 points to begin the first game of the season?
It was a great feeling. We've been practicing hard for the last few weeks, and I was glad to see everything came together. Our line did fantastic tonight. Gave great protection, great time, and so I was able to put throws where I wanted them. So, yep.
You guys only played 4 times last season, and there's not a large sample size to work with, only 14 points per game. You put up 41 in one half. You get the cutoff to work right there. How good does that feel? I know it feels great, but just tell me in words.
Well, I mean, last year was kind of a one-man show with Sam Gap. He scored almost all of our touchdowns. So, I mean, to open things up this year, now we've proven that we have a lot more weapons than just him. So, he had a great night too. I mean, not to knock on him or anything, but it was just fun to see that we can have other weapons.
Yeah, both gaps score. Working scores. You had 2 touchdown tosses to Denny. What did it feel like for you early on in that first half? Just 3 passes, but hey, all complete. How did it feel, and what was the reaction on the sideline?
Oh, and we were pretty pumped up, and it was just a good feeling passes it felt good coming out the hands, and so it was a little wet, so I was surprised I was able to throw over that well, but it was a good feeling. So,
how much credit can you give to Denny, especially on both those touchdown grabs? He had some room, but in this muddy condition, he could have slipped, but he tight-roped it and took it to the house. How big was Landon Denny tonight for you?
Landon came up clutch last year, had a big catch at the East Side game, then on 4th down, and so I don't even know if he's dropped a pass yet. So he's pretty good, and he's a go-to guy. So.
Well, he's 2 for 2 this season.
Yeah.
You're 3 for 3, 3 touchdowns, and then 1 on the ground. I got one last question for you. Are you a size small or medium? I'm leaning towards medium.
For jersey or what?
For a shirt, my guy.
Oh, shirt. Probably medium.
All right. Well, I kind of figured that. Isaac, you are Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Heck of a night and a 1-0 start for your Thunder squad. Thank you for taking the time, and good luck later this season.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Congrats, Isaac. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Isaac Zavarral taking the time, thanks to him, as work has begun to replace Line 3 regarding everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Isaac Zavarral, 4 touchdowns overall tonight, 3 through the air, 1 on the ground, 33 yards, 59 yards, and 1 more of 77 to kick things off, and a 10-yard touchdown skimper as well for Zavarral. Now I'm joined by the head honcho, Darren Bicklum for Polk County West, and I know he has to be feeling good watching his first teamers in the first half ball out like they did. Coach, your initial reaction after the ball game?
Well, I'm just proud of all of them. They all battled out there, but that first half was a nice start for us. A little slow right away, and then we got things rolling, and kind of shut the door on them and put some points up on the board. And it's always a nice night, even any night of football, when you get everybody out there and participate.
Yeah, the rain died down and your offense came alive. And as Isaac was saying, he says kind of last year was more of a Mike Gap one-man band type of show. And if we can just count right now, Zavarral with his touchdowns, Rorkin, and then both gaps, a plethora of your players scoring tonight. What's it like to see the love spread around and everybody gets a chance to shine?
Well, and last year we switched to this new offense, and we, in order to felt that we couldn't be slamming it down people's throat anymore. And it was definitely, Sam Gap right, Sam Gap left last year. So we needed more diversity this year, and all the kids stepped up. Our line did well, and you can't just key on one man.
What was it like taking on a freshman quarterback in his first ever career start and to kick off the season? How did that play to your advantage, especially with all the fumbles on the snaps?
Well, that's how they learn, and he was nervous as he could be, and, but it's just a good experience for him, and you learn from your mistakes, and they got some good PT out there, and that's all you can ask for.
And I know it's early, the season just began, but have you thought about Warroad at all after this 41-24 win?
Oh, yeah. Warroad's a good team. We're going to have to come ready to go next week. I know they play Roseau tonight, so we'll have to get some film exchange going, and we'll get after it. Definitely going to have to come with their helmet strapped tight. I know that.
Saw some helmets fly off earlier. Going to have to get that tightened up. But, Coach, any final thoughts on tonight's ball game?
I'm just proud of our overall performance, and it was a great way to kick off the old 21 season.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck later season. Look forward to seeing you more.
All right, my pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you, Coach Darren Bilklump, for taking the time here in our post-game show. His Polk County West Thunder 1-0 on the young season. Safe travels to him tonight, and good rest for the rest of the season. Good luck to Coach Darren Bilklump. Your final score, Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 24. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Take a break and come back with more players of the game. Our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Reiterate our scoring drives and our final stats, and looking forward to next week for both squads. This is YourLiveEvent.com, powered by Allstate Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Norman County Implement Harvest Season Specials 12-row 22-inch Amity topper with steel front end scalpers priced at $20,000. 2013 Alloway folding topper 12-row 22-inch with steel front. Local trade, call for pricing. Talk with Chuck or Neil on some other deals getting done for other trades to come in. They also have a 2013 Versatile 500 Power Shift and a 2010 Versatile 435. Both local trades, good tractors, good horsepower. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org. The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to YourLiveEvent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com, our post-game report. Polk County West 41, Red Lake County 24, Minnesota High School football 11-man in Section 8A, tallying up our final stats of the ball game for both squads. Looks like 252 rushing yards for Polk County West, Jerry Peralta, and for Isaac Zavarol, 3 completions. And I believe now, if we get this tallied up in time, he completed 3 for 3, 3 touchdowns for 169 passing yards. Did not have to touch the ball. To hand it off a few times early on in that third quarter, and his night is done. Well deserved for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Isaac Zavarol. As we will get to our final stats here in a moment. Jerry, your initial thoughts after your first taste of 11-man football in Minnesota?
Well, I gotta say, this game was not one of the classic contests that we kept referring to during the pregame and mentioning throughout the game. But I will say this was definitely a fun game to watch. Red Lake County goes down big going into halftime, and they didn't let that discourage them. They fought their way back. They fell short, unfortunately, but they did manage to put up 24 points. Their offense got into a groove. Defense was making big stops, and I mean, in that entire first half, Polk County West scored on every drive they had. Second half starts, and then the defense for Red Lake County steps up. They make some big stops. They get some key turnovers, and it allowed these freshmen and Brock Seeger, Owen Chervestead, and to get comfortable. That offensive line with the 2 young freshman players got more comfortable. Chervestead had a passing touchdown. He was able to run the ball a little bit more, and Brock Seeger himself had a couple big plays in that second half. So Red Lake County didn't count themselves out at all. They fought their way back, and they really pushed. And these freshmen, may not have looked too good in the first half, but they came out big, and they showed why they are in this starting lineup for Red Lake County.
The starting lineup for Polk County West didn't change that much, but a new name emerged that wasn't as much relevant or called as much from last season. Landon Denny, 2 touchdown grabs, one of 33 and one of 59. Landon Denny, thanks to the likes of Isaac Zavarol, he is our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. 2 for 2 in catches and 2 touchdowns. Landon Denny in the starting role at wide receiver, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Landon Denny.
Yeah, Landon
2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Looked really good, and I mean, he showcased his speed today with those 2 catches. He managed to get a couple steps in front of his defender, make the grabs, catches in stride. Isaac Zavarov with the beautiful arcing passes to be able to hit him in stride, and Landon Denny, well-deserved RDK Precision Player of the Game.
Colin Rorick also 1 catch for 77. That was the first call of the crib of the night for the Thunder. 92 yards on 2 catches for Denny. We talk about these Red Lake County kids. Their final stats look as so. Blaine Schmitz with 6 yards on the ground, 7 rushes, 1 touchdown. DeHate with 18 yards on 14 carries. He had let me get that accurately calculated up. He had a 18-yard gallop at the end of the game. So 51 total yards for DeHate on the ground in this ball game. As for Seeger, that is Mike Seeger, freshman running back, he found himself with 58 rushing yards on 14 carries. And Chervestead, only 1 yard rushing, lots of fumbles and lots of lost yards on the night. Escalade, 9 yards on 1 rush for Tyler Escalade, also a tight end as well. Through the air, Owen Chervestead, 4 for 8, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble, and 108 yards through the atmosphere. His receivers, Escalade and Mullen, who took 1 catch, 66 yards to the house. So let's officially get this total yards changed up for our total offensive stats between Red Lake County, officially at 200 after the addition of 18 more for DeHate. That puts 218 total yards for Red Lake County. The Rebels, your final tallies, also have 2 turnovers on the night and 6 penalties. As for Polk County West, on the night, our rushing leader, Sam Gap, 85 yards on just four carries, 4 touches, 2 touchdowns for Sam. Mike Gap, his brother, gets on the action, 2 rushes for 64 yards and a touchdown. Isaac Zavarol, 14 rushing yards on 3 attempts, 1 a 10-yard scamper. Kaven Rorick with 59 yards on 4 carries. Larson with 1 yard, 5 carries in relief. Dawson Rorick in there with 47 yards after 1 40-yard gain on 2 carries. Isaac Zavarol through the air, 3 for 3, as we said, 3 touchdowns, 169 yards, his 3 targets. Colin Rorick for 77, Landon Denny for 33 and 59. 92 total yards for Denny, 5 penalties against Polk County West, 2 turnovers, but late game garbage time TOs for the Thunder. 421 overall for Polk County West, 252 on the ground. Look forward to next week for both squads, as we mentioned earlier. Red Lake County heads to Red Lake at 4 p.m. on Friday, September 10th to take on Red Lake. They are 0-1, the Rebels are, after this 41-24 loss. The 1-0 Thunder of Polk County West on the same September 10th take on Section 8 AA stud War Road on the road. That game's at 6 p.m. in War Road. I believe that takes up our time. Jerry Peralta, your final thoughts before we sign off tonight.
Both teams really just showcased their talents. You know, it took Red Lake County a little bit longer going into the second half to really show us what level of talent we're about to see from them in these next matchups down the road. I mean, Polk County West just looked near unstoppable offensively. Defensively, they managed to put together some big stops, make some big plays when they needed to. And I mean, I'm very excited to watch both of these teams as the season progresses.
We will see more of Polk County West on yourliveevent.com this 2021 season. Tomorrow night, me and Jerry will have Finley showing up Page welcoming Lemoore Litchfield Marion for the Spartans home opener on the North Dakota side of things in the football world. As for this game, however, we're going to wrap things up. But first, we have to give a big shout out to our sponsors tonight. First, Agramax for our first down sponsor. Our Enbridge Energy Play of the Game brought to you by Enbridge. Our Precision Play of the Game brought to you by RDK Enterprises. And our scoreboard brought to you by Community Co-op. Community Co-ops of Lake Park, Detroit Lakes, Monoman, Twin Valley, and Flum. Contact them for propane delivery for residential, commercial, and agricultural purposes. Community Co-ops also offers bulk fuel and oil delivery. Natural gas may be available in your area. Contact Community Co-ops today, 218-238-5911. And for us, Jerry Peralta and myself, Derek Zimmerman, we urge you to check out our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages, all at Your Live Event, Twitter at Your Live Event 1 for recaps, video, and written. For Jerry Peralta and myself, Derek Zimmerman, and our lovely hosts here at Polk County West at Climax Shelley School, we are signing off tonight, well, wishing you a terrific Thursday evening.
We'll be right back.